For years, drones, or unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs, have been elements of science fiction movies and top secret military operations you rarely hear of. This is all rapidly changing as advancements in technology and computing have provided the foundation for commercial and consumer applications as shown here. The video we're currently watching is the Intel Drone Light Show at the 2018 Pyeongchang opening ceremony, which at the time set the Guinness World Record for the most UAVs flown simultaneously. With the increasing adoption of drones, we can expect to see more dazzling performances such as this as the multitude of other applications increase. In the following presentation, my colleagues and I will take a deeper look at the emerging technology of drones. First, I'd like to introduce John, who will discuss the basics.
The term drone references any aircraft unmanned by a pilot. Technically, a drone can be anything from a remote-controlled toy helicopter to an NGC Global Hawk used by the United States Air Force. Originally designed to assist the military in its efforts to preserve valuable life, the drone has now evolved into somewhat of a common household item. Military drones are generally referred to as unmanned aerial vehicles and are more plane-like, with fixed wings in order to fly at higher speeds and altitudes with heavier loads. Alternatively, drones for commercial or personal use consist of a multi-rotor system, which has 3 or more propellers attached for flight. Drones can come in all shapes and sizes. Drones can range from small enough to hold in the palm of your hand to over 59 feet, with weights varying from 2.5 grams to well over 25 tons. With a quick Google search, you can find consumer models ranging from just over $1 to $260,000. Consumer drones traditionally are used as toys or for photography and videography applications. Commercial drones tend to be larger with prices ranging from hundreds to millions. The most expensive military drones can cost over $405 million. Personal drones are controlled by either radio waves or Wi-Fi signals coming from a radio transmitter. Military drones use radio waves and GPS locations from satellites to operate. A controller can be anything from a smartphone to an entire room operated by multiple users. The type of signal emitted allows the user to determine the best use of their drone, whether that is near or far. More developed drones, once out of the direct data link, use a global positioning sensor to ping their location off the satellites in orbit, sending the information back. When disconnected entirely from the connection, certain drones fly back to their original location. Personal and commercial drones are equipped with sensors that help them stabilize without the assistance of a pilot. Notable parts in a drone consist of, but are not limited to, the accelerometer and the tilt sensors. The accelerometer measures linear movement along the X, Y, and Z axis, which assists with understanding the positioning of the unit in space. Tilt sensors are combined with gyroscopes and give a detection of variations in movement so that the system can compensate for external objects, such as wind, and correct its flight path. I'm going to pass things off to Nicole to discuss the commercial application of drone technology.
In terms of the application of drones, there are many areas in which this emerging technology can provide benefits. One of the most common uses is for shipping and delivery of oftentimes lightweight packages as part of the supply chain. Many large companies are making strides to implement drone usage within their distribution activities. One such worldwide company is Amazon. At the end of August, Amazon received approval by the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, for Amazon Prime Air's drone delivery fleet. This recent approval will allow Amazon to carry parcels on small drones beyond the visual line of sight of the operator. This comes shortly after 2 other large companies received FAA approval, UPS and Alphabet-owned Wing. Shown here is the diagram the VP of Prime Air at Amazon presented as a proposal for establishing order in the skies, where few regulations for drones currently exist. Amazon, NASA, and Google seek to divide airspace into 4 zones: under 200 feet zones for local traffic, 200 feet to 400 feet zone for fast long-distance transport, the currently regulated FAA zone of 400 feet to 500 feet as a no-fly zone, and 500 feet and beyond for FAA-approved flights. Companies such as Amazon and UPS project drones will serve as a cost-effective and timely method for package delivery and shipping. It is reported that Amazon spent well over $4 billion on shipping last year alone, which highlights the potential cost savings drones can provide. Other uses of drones include aerial photography and videography, particularly in locations where it is either unsafe or impossible for humans to reach. Drones were used to capture images for the February 2018 National Geographic issue Feeding China, in which photographer George Steinmetz claimed the use of drones allowed him to better tell the story and get images from places he wouldn't be able to access otherwise. Using drones allowed him to capture a larger scope of scenery and from a very unique viewpoint. The entertainment industry is also using drones in an effort to advance their offerings, such as the light effects pictured in the diagram. Music artists Celine Dion and Drake have used drones for enhanced lighting for their onstage performances. As we mentioned, the 2018 Olympics opening ceremony also featured a record-setting drone light show. Drones also can be used to deliver medical supplies such as blood donations, antivenoms, and AEDs to rural or difficult-to-reach locations. They've also been used in the COVID pandemic to deliver supplies and personal protective equipment via parachute to medical centers in North Carolina, totally contactless. Lastly, drones have the potential use in the transportation industry.
Thanks, Nicole. In terms of drone benefits, as technology continues to play a larger role in consumers' lives, industries have transformed and adapted. When taking a look at the implications, drones clearly have positive impacts on businesses and consumers. When it comes to commercial benefits, drones are easily deployable. Due to the way drones are engineered, most drones can be deployed and operated without extensive training or experience. They also provide improved access and enhanced precision. Drones' range of movement exceeds the range of movement of a manned aircraft, which allows them to easily navigate hard-to-access areas and use GPS programming to navigate to precise locations. Aside from maintenance and updates, drones are always operational. They do not require breaks, time off, or sleep like the human workforce. Therefore, drones are truly able to be operated 24/7, 365 days a year. Commercial drones will also allow industries to realize savings from cost-effective means of inventory, transportation, and distribution. These cost savings can eventually be passed down to the consumer through a reduction in prices. Drones are able to provide increased security. Licensed drone operators can utilize drones to provide heightened security and surveillance for private companies, sporting events, and public gatherings. From a consumer standpoint, drones are environmentally friendly, as most drones are battery-powered. According to a study published last year in Nature Communications, small drones have a lower environmental impact than ground-based delivery methods, including diesel trucks, trucks powered by natural gas, or even electric vans. Drones can provide reduced risk for organizations. Drones are able to enter dangerous situations or complete dangerous jobs that would be considered high risk for a manned operation solution. Drones can also capture high-resolution aerial photographs and video. They are able to collect a vast amount of imaging data and can be used to create 3D maps and 3D models. Lastly, the increase in demand for drones has added new career paths, including drone pilots, drone engineers, and drone analysts. However, drones are not without risk and potential disadvantages. Sarah will describe these in further details.
Thank you, Caitlin. The most alarming disadvantage of drones is the lack of regulation surrounding their use. Because drones come in all shapes and sizes, both fixed-wing and rotary, it's difficult to establish overarching regulations. Current policies are inconsistent between countries and states, though many states have adopted regulations. For example, Colorado recently passed legislation that makes it illegal to conduct surveillance in private places and requires drones to be clearly marked with owner information. As of 2018, the FAA requires recreational drones to be registered at them and carry proof of registration at all times. The regulations for commercial drones are a bit more nuanced and with various waivers available depending on use. To fly commercially, one must also become an FAA-certified drone pilot by passing a test. Devices must weigh less than 55 pounds, fly no higher than 400 feet in altitude, and at a speed less than 100 miles per hour, only operated during daytime. Beyond that, the rules are extremely relaxed, if they can even be considered rules at all. Another notable risk is the uncertainty of security threats. 70% of consumer and enterprise drones are manufactured in China by a company called DJI. The U.S. Department of the Interior has expressed concern about spying risks in government and commercial drones that would conduct surveys and research. In 2015, a private drone crash landed on the White House lawn, triggering a lockdown. Even in spaces with very strict flight restrictions such as this, drones are too small to detect in many cases, which leaves room for adversarial activity. Counterterrorism officials with the NYPD believe threats from drones could include the transportation of drugs, chemical weapons, and firearms. Many consumers have reservations about the ethics of drone surveillance. Questions have been raised regarding whether it's acceptable to monitor people from the air without their knowledge and at what point this infringes upon people's right to privacy. Drones with a legitimate purpose, such as package delivery or search and rescue efforts, may inadvertently collect information about people's identities or activities. This would be especially problematic on public land or if the data collected seemingly targets certain demographics. Additionally, drones may incite confusion or a sense of alarm in civilians. If people don't understand why drones are being introduced or what they are, they may have fears or suspicions that the device hails from the military or foreign operators. This risk may be realized in developing countries or communities with little prior exposure to electronic devices. As Caitlin mentioned, Amazon, UPS, and Wing are granted federal permission to deliver packages via drone. Amazon Prime Air drones weigh just under 90 pounds, and the FAA expressed concern regarding the possibility of malfunctioning hardware falling out of the sky. According to NPR, experts have likened this fear to a falling lawnmower, which isn't very comforting for consumers. Another issue could arise if the drone's camera goes out and the device has to make an emergency landing somewhere hazardous. This poses a challenge to companies such as Amazon, at the very least from a PR perspective.
In conclusion, there are a number of benefits in terms of efficiencies, economic opportunities, and improved accessibility through the utilization of drones. However, there are notable concerns with the lack of regulations and security protocols that still need to be addressed. This technology is not going away and will only become more widely adopted in commercial applications. The FAA estimates that the country's commercial drone fleet is set to triple by 2023. We have little choice but to embrace the future of drones.